suitable for a rant-style English talk show. I've tried to capture the essence of the original while adding more punch, humor, and exasperation. Title: Malaysia, the country that needed Trump to exist? Host: all right, settle down, folks, because I am fired up today. You know, I've been doing this show for years, ranting about everything from bad traffic to nasi lemak prices, but today we're talking about something that really grinds my gears. So, I want to ask you something. Think back, way back. Before Instagram influencers and travel bloggers, remember talking to people from, oh, I don't know, America about Southeast Asia? What do they know? Huh? Tell me. Thailand. Singapore. That's it. 2 freaking countries. Like the rest of us were just background scenery. Under construction. Still loading. And Malaysia? Malaysia? Invisible. Vanished. Like we were some sort of ninja country, hiding in the shadows. Oh, but it's not their fault, right? They're just geographically challenged. No, it's not that they're stupid. Americans just have this amazing talent for selective amnesia. Their school textbooks are like a freaking reality TV show. Only the dramatic stuff gets airtime. Thailand? Spicy food, exotic beaches, ladyboys, Singapore. Shiny buildings, rich people, chewing gum fines. Malaysia? Too multicultural? Too mixed? Too complicated? Not enough explosions, not enough tigers jumping through hoops. Are you kidding me? So for decades, we Malaysians lived in blissful anonymity. If America was a high school, Thailand is the head cheerleader, Singapore is the trust fund kid who drives a Lamborghini, and Malaysia. We're the overqualified, underappreciated student who brings homemade freaking snacks to the party and nobody remembers our name. Then, plot twist from hell. One day, out of the freaking blue, Donald J. Trump, the orange-skinned wonder himself, decides to grace Kuala Lumpur with his presence. Boom! CNN, Fox News, BBC, Al Jazeera, every camera on the planet suddenly zooms in. Headlines everywhere. Trump in Kuala Lumpur. Trump eats nasi lemak. Trump complains about the weather in Kuala Lumpur. I'm not making this up. And that, my friends, is the exact moment millions of Americans frantically opened Google Maps like, wait, Malaysia is real? Is Kuala Lumpur near Orlando? Is it a beach? A mall? A freaking volcano? I swear, I saw these questions online with my own 2 eyes. I have screenshots. Funny, yes, but also profoundly depressing. Because apparently for Malaysia to get any freaking global attention, we needed a man with orange skin, a red tie longer than my patience, and 24/7 breaking news energy to step foot on our soil. Thanks, Trump. I guess. But I guess it worked. Trump came for the ASEAN summit, smiled for the cameras, shook hands with our prime minister, stood in front of cultural performances. And suddenly, Malaysia wasn't invisible anymore. A whole new generation of Americans started saying, oh yeah, Malaysia, that's that place where Trump went. Is it safe to travel there now that Trump has left? Malaysians had mixed feelings, to say the least, excited but also deeply, deeply confused. Excited because, finally, someone noticed we exist. We're not just a geographical footnote. Confused because, wait, this is how we go viral? We needed Trump to put us on the map. Seriously? The irony is thicker than dead Tariq. But cameras are strange, fickle creatures. They show up for 5 minutes, and suddenly the whole world thinks they know your life story. They think they know everything about us because they saw a 30-second clip of Trump eating satay, please. And that's when the real question hit me. Now that the spotlight is finally here. How should Malaysia tell its own story? Not the 2-minute news clip, not the sound bites. I mean the real story. The story that doesn't fit into a headline. The bowl of laksa with way too much cilantro that your grandma makes. The trilingual uncle selling nasi lemak who knows everyone's gossip. The highway that's always jammed but still breathtakingly beautiful at sunset. That's Malaysia, not the summit, not the press conference. But the life behind it, the everyday moments that make us who we are. Let's talk about the tourist wave, shall we? Because that's another can of worms. Oh, tourism. It's so wonderful. It brings so much joy. Yeah, right. Tourism is like sambal. Delicious, addictive, but you better know how to handle it. Otherwise, you'll burn your tongue, your stomach, and your entire freaking neighborhood. The good part? Money comes in. Hawkers smile. Homestay owners are counting cash in the moonlight. Everybody's happy. Yay! But the bad part? Try eating breakfast in Penang nowadays. The line used to be 20 minutes. Now it's 1 hour, if you're lucky. Your favorite secret beach. Not a secret anymore. Now it's a full-blown Instagram battlefield. I saw a white tourist holding a sign saying, "Is durian allowed here?" Brother, this is Malaysia. Durian is allowed everywhere except airplanes and broken hearts. Get with the program. But let's be fair, tourists bring wonderful things too. They bring curiosity. They bring appreciation. And they bring free advertisement. Oh my god, I tried durian. It smells like gym socks and tastes like heaven. Hashtag Malaysia hashtag DURIN hashtag travel goals. One tourist tries durian, cries, laughs, posts 20 photos. His friends see it. Next month, they all show up, ready to embrace the stinky fruit. That's why your neighborhood durian stall now has a queue from Monday to Sunday. Thanks, Instagram. Night markets. Packed with foreigners eating curry puffs like it's a freaking religious ritual. They love the stall where the auntie doesn't speak English, but cooks the best char kway teow on earth. Because to them, this is authentic Malaysia, not the big malls, not the fancy hotels, but the old wok with 20 years of seasoning. But here's the downside, the part nobody wants to talk about. When tourism becomes too hot, real life gets pushed aside. Old houses become Airbnb gold mines. Communities turn into photo studios. Rent skyrockets. Locals start complaining. We're becoming background extras in our own freaking neighborhood. Tourism giveth, tourism taketh away. It's the circle of life, or something. Then there are the cultural misunderstandings. Oh, the cultural misunderstandings. Where do I even begin? Some Westerners come here thinking every Southeast Asian country is the same freaking template. Hot weather, cheap beer, spicy food, palm trees, done. I've seen it all. They're shocked to find out Malaysians aren't one homogenous group. We're Malay, Chinese, Indian, Kadazan, Iban. We're a freaking rainbow coalition. And yet, we all borrow sugar from each other. We all complain about the traffic together. We all bond over our love of food. They think all Malaysian food is burning spicy. But excuse me. There are many types of Malaysian spicy. Penang spicy, KL spicy, Sabah spicy, Sarawak spicy. Every version has its own history, its own ingredients, its own freaking trauma level. You can't just lump it all together. Oh, you think you can handle spicy food? Try my grandma's sambal belacan. I dare you. Tourists learning this are always amazed, like discovering the DLC expansion pack of Southeast Asia. They thought they knew everything, but they were just scratching the surface. Malaysia's future, not about chasing cameras, but telling our own story right. Trump's visit, media attention, the foreign tourist wave, all of these are opportunities. But they are not the end goal, they're just fleeting moments. Global attention is temporary. Understanding is what freaking lasts. Malaysia can't rely on some celebrity politician visiting once every 10 years. We need a long-term storyline. A story that explains who we are, how we live together, how we cook, how we argue, how we laugh, how we survive traffic jams and heat waves without killing each other. We should turn our uniqueness into something that doesn't disappear after the tourists go home. Something that's more than just a pretty picture for Instagram. Tell the story of our food, the recipes, the aunties, the families behind them, the history. Tell the story of our crafts. Let tourists join in, not just take selfies. Teach them how to batik, show them how to weave. Tell the story of our languages. Teach visitors a few phrases. They'll fall in love immediately. Salamat pagi, terima kasih. Boss, can discount. And yes, we need sustainable tourism, not reckless tourism. Protect neighborhoods. Protect nature. Don't let beaches drown in disposable plastics. Train service workers not just in English but in cultural communication. So tourists see Malaysia for what it truly is, not what they assume it to be. Because in the end, Malaysia is not a filter, not a postcard, not a 15-second TikTok clip. Malaysia is a home. A loud, messy, delicious, multicultural home. Where people can cook sambal, debate politics, argue about food, complain about traffic, and still welcome you with open arms. So if someone asks you next time, "Where's Malaysia?" just smile, open the map, point to it gently, and say, "This is our home. You're welcome to visit. Just remember to take off your shoes, don't leave trash behind, and maybe don't shout at 2 a.m. unless you're calling the cats." That's all for tonight, folks. Don't forget to tip your bartenders and try the nasi lemak. You might just fall in love. Good night.